As a muscular woman, I get bullied a lot online. I'm not just talking about the odd comment here or there. I am trolled every single day. In fact, my very first TikTok that I ever put out was a bicep tutorial of how to grow your biceps. Pretty inoffensive, right? If you don't want to grow your biceps, scroll on. It's not for you, doesn't matter. But I had a troll actually stitch it so they knew I would see their response. So alongside my video of him retching, looking at me. And at first, honestly, it was awful. I was like, I'm not putting myself out there. I'm not going to do it. I might just come off social media. And then I thought, why should I? Why should this random troll dictate what I do with my social media? Now, before I go into the various other things that I get called and how I deal with it, this is an issue that goes back a lot earlier than the TikTok days. Right from when I was a kid at school, I felt different. As a kid at school, I was always sporty. I was super active and did gymnastics as well. This meant that even at first school, I'd started to have an athletic and muscular physique. Now in those days, we didn't have the strong women role models physically that we do now. And so I didn't think I fitted in. There was one lesson I remember in particular where we had to do strength tests and we had to weigh ourselves. This was when I was around 10 years old. And actually in the strength test, I beat the boys, but also I was just as heavy as them and much heavier than the other girls. Now I understand it's because I had muscle mass. But as a kid, I didn't understand that. I went home and I cried because I thought I was fat. And subconsciously, I started to think that boys won't like me if I'm strong. Now, all the magazines at the time as well were all about how to get skinny, and it was very prevalent in the media. But I loved sport, so I continued on that journey. Playing rugby for England, I had to have strong muscles. So lifting weights and getting stronger was a really positive thing. And this is where the issue lies. There are many young girls out there that won't fulfill their sporting abilities because they don't want to look too muscular. They don't want to experience the type of trolling that I receive, getting called a man because I have a muscular physique. And this is wrong. I remember one of the players in the England squad, I once mentioned her abs and said they looked really great. And her friends turned round and said, oh, don't say that to her. She feels like it looks manly. And I couldn't believe it. Even at international level, women are insecure about becoming too strong and too muscular, which is why strong female role models are so important. And the explosion of CrossFit, I think, was a really good turning point where we're seeing these strong, athletic women absolutely smashing it. But that doesn't mean that strong women don't get loads and loads of abuse. My social media platform isn't unique in that respect, sadly, for other women. I'm certainly not the only woman being trolled, and it is a common theme that I see in the comments section. Anytime a woman is strong, one of the first comments is manly, dude, bro, all these things that come up. I personally have been called a man. I've been called too much. One guy even said he wouldn't allow his daughter or granddaughters to look as muscular as me. And of course, I get accused of being on steroids and other performance enhancing drugs. Now, for the record, not that I need to say it, are completely natural, but that does not stop the troll. So what's my response to these trolls? If they're really vile and just horrible humans, I completely ignore them, I block them, I move on. If I feel like there is some point in engaging, then I will call them out. Now, lots of people say, why? Why don't you just ignore them? But why should they get away with it? I love posting their responses. I repost them with their name still in it, so they have some accountability of the words that they say, and they deal with the consequences of what they've said. A big part of online bullying is people just feeling like they can be anonymous, and I don't think that should be the case. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want the trolls being bullied, and I will make that clear in my comments if anybody I feel goes at them. My responses are generally to highlight that women can have muscles, they can be strong, and they can still look and feel feminine. And I have a hugely positive response to these type of posts. I get people message me that their daughters look up to me and they want to be strong as well, and they're inspired by strong women. These type of messages are why I do it. I want young girls and boys seeing strong women out there, realizing it's normal, realizing it's impressive, and for those little girls, not worrying about having a muscular physique when they want to go and smash their sports. One troll's comment actually ended up getting me 3 new clients. I reposted their comment on a video of me doing bicep curls and simply said, if you want to look so jacked that people accuse you of being on steroids, then join my coaching program. And I got 3 new clients from it. So thanks, troll. Thanks for helping my business. I'll also drop the link for details of my program in the description. So if you are interested in getting jacked, check that out. Off the back of some of the trolling as well, I got the opportunity to speak on radio too. And this was all about body image. I am very, very confident with my body now. I didn't used to be. I used to stress about being too muscular, but now I embrace it. I love my muscular physique. I like what I can do, and I'm training for strength and size. But one of the fantastic things off the back of this interview was the amount of women that got in touch. Women who really want to be strong. And I also noticed a shift in clients' goals. Women who used to come to us and want to be skinny were suddenly coming to us and saying, I want to get nice triceps. I want to get good quads. I want to improve my upper body strength. And I absolutely love this. A shift is definitely happening, and women are realizing they can be strong and still be feminine, and I'm all for it. So back to the bullying and what can be done about it. I think for the majority of people who are not trolls, we're able to have a hugely positive impact on social media and on individuals. I know that if I've seen someone on Instagram or TikTok and they've received quite a lot of abuse, I will always leave a nice comment. The words we say can have a huge impact on somebody's mood, on their day, even on their week. So by going out there on social media and being positive, that one little sentence, which doesn't take you any time or effort, can completely make someone's day. And if you do see someone being bullied, then jump in on it as well. Don't be rude to the troll, but just comment that their view might be mean or outdated or whatever the issue is. And if anyone is really horrible, report, block every single time. So yes, I do engage some of the trolls, and some people tell me just to ignore it, but that's not how I'm built. I want them to be accountable and know that what they're doing is wrong. And 90% of the time, those trolls delete their comment. I've even had trolls apologize. And my hope is they don't do it again. They don't do it to me, and they don't do it to other women. So it's a win-win. If you have any thoughts of how you can deal with bullies, then drop them in the comments below. If you've experienced bullying or have overcome it, again, let me know in the comments, because I think one troll at a time, we can start to make social media a really great place. So thanks for listening. And if you did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.